Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a demo and swatches on the Stila Magnificent Metals eyeshadow, so just keep watching. So I'm first starting off with the Marc Jacobs Undercover primer. This is really moisturizing primer, I love it, it's so good. Then next I'll be going in with the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation, and I'm in the shade Bisque Medium. This is a really full coverage foundation, I absolutely love it. And I'm just using a Zoeva face buffing brush just to buff this all out. And next I'll be going in with the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm in the shade Fair. I only use a couple of dots of this, again as the foundation is. The concealer is very full coverage. And I'm just bouncing that into my skin with a beauty blender. Sorry about some of the angles with this video. I'm only still pretty new to filming on YouTube and stuff, so I'm just still getting used to what angles are right and just stuff like that, so bear with me, they will get better. Now I'm just going to set the concealer with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Before I do set my under eyes, I do go over with the beauty blender and just bounce the concealer into my skin again, just to make sure there's no creasing or anything, just before I set it. I'm also going to take that same setting powder and set the rest of my face and also my smile lines. I always get the most creasing on my smile lines, so it's always important to ensure that I set them if I want the makeup to last long. Next, I'm taking the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The first shade I'll be taking out the palette will be Burnt Orange. I'm just going to lightly buff that into my crease of the transition colour. The next colour I'll be taking is Real Colour, and I'll also just be popping that again in my crease over the transition colour. I'm just trying to build up the colour here so I can get the most intensity for the eyeshadow look. Then I'll be taking the Red Ochre out of the same palette, and I'll be putting that in my crease as well as on the outer V of my eye, and just going to intensify that again. I usually do build up the eyeshadow a few times just to get that really good pigmentation. And lastly, I'll be taking the Venetian Red. I'm just going to buff this into my outer V and slightly into my crease. I'll then be going in with the Stila Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadow, and I'll be using the colour Rose Gold today. The way I like to apply this, I don't actually use the applicator that comes with it. I apply some of the product onto a brush and then go from there. So I'll just be applying the Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadow just on half my lid, kind of a little bit of a cut crease look going on here. Just make sure you do blend the edges out pretty well, because if you don't, it will be a very harsh line. Then I'll be taking the Mia back out of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'll just be popping that on my inner corners. Next, I'm going to add some colour to my bottom lash line, and I'll be using the colours Red Ochre, Venetian Red and Real Gold, and I'm just going to mix all them three colours together and just lightly smudge it underneath my lash line. Next, I'm going to go in with a black eyeliner, and this one is from Nars. I'm just lining my waterline and tightline with that. Then I'm going to go in with the Tarte mascara, and again just coating my lashes. Then I'll be going in with a white just to lighten my brow bone. Now this Modern Renaissance palette doesn't really have a really bright white like I wanted, so I'm going to use the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. And now moving on to the face, I'll be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette just to contour and bronze with. I'm just going to take the shade Sombre and use that on my cheekbones to contour. I'll also be taking that contour shade just onto my temples. Next, I'll be using the Nars Orgasm blush. This is a beautiful blush. It has little gold reflex through it. It's not glittery at all though, but it's really beautiful. Then I'll be taking this highlighter by the Balm called Mary-lou. It is such a beautiful highlight, and I'm just popping that on the highest points of my cheeks and a little bit on my nose and Cupid's bow. I'm going to be using this lip liner from Colourpop, and it's in the shade Skimpy. Then on top of that, I'll also be using one of the Colourpop liquid lipsticks in Trap. This colour is so beautiful, very neutral. And finally, I'm just going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and just spritz this all over my face to set the makeup. Now onto the swatches of the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. The first colour I'll be swatching is called Diamond Dust. It's said to be a sheer silver with multicolour sparkle. Next, I'll be swatching Smouldering Satin, which is said to be a deep tan with silver sparkle. Next up we have Gold Goddess, which is said to be a sheer antique gold with a silver sparkle. This beautiful black shade is called Molten Midnight. It is a black with silver gold sparkle. Smoky Storm is said to be a light pewter with silver sparkle. Next up is Rose Gold Retro. This is a gold rose with silver sparkle. Then we have Bronzed Belle, which is said to be a bronze with silver and copper sparkle. Very beautiful colour. And lastly we have Kitten Karma, which is actually one of my favourite shades. This is said to be a champagne with silver and copper sparkle. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Bye!